So there's no doubt in either one of your minds that the story that Natasha tells is true, that Donald Trump pushed her up against a wall and forced his tongue into her mouth.
100% believe.
I believe Natasha.
Yeah, not a doubt. I've never doubted it for a second. She called me the night of the event, very distraught from her hotel in Florida, told me what happened, as Liz described it, and was crying at times, angry, shocked, but I think confused maybe more than anything. She wanted my advice as to what to do.
And what did you tell her to do?
Well, a prof wants to be Socratic and have someone else come to the decision herself. So what I did was walk through the scenario and really asked myself, what would Donald Trump do if she confronted him? I didn't think it was a matter for the police. So then the next thing is to confront him or to make it a big to-do through the magazine. And I felt that he was not going to turn around and admit that to his supermodel pregnant wife, that the minute she walked out of a room, he did this to the reporter. So what would he maybe do if Natasha, brought it to light? I thought that one scenario would be that he would accuse her of coming onto him and would say that she's now trying to extort him. And I think that I said to her, I think he could destroy your career.
So essentially, you gave her the advice to not take any action.
I did. I thought that he had all the cards and she had none. And at the time, she was alone. She would have been a lone voice. Right now, she's not a lone voice, but then she would have been. I also thought that he could go to the magazine and put the magazine in a really difficult spot by saying, you get rid of her or you have no access to me. And he was like the biggest thing on television at the time. He could do that to other magazines. He could blacklist her in the business. It's a small business. I didn't see what she would win. How could she possibly win apart from standing up for something that was wrong, but at what cost? I don't think there's anyone in this business who hasn't at some point had to hold their nose for material that they left out or material that they had to put in or were told to put in. It happens. And anyone who thinks it doesn't happen doesn't know how the media works. She was in a terrible situation and had to make a choice. So the choice was do the story I was assigned to do or create a firestorm, which could cost me my career. So yeah, I was upset that she had to do it, but I think that actually took a lot of courage. That took a lot of gumption because it was not, I am sure, an easy thing to do. But when you're faced with those two choices, I ask anyone, what would you do?
So in retrospect, should she have gone to her bosses?
I don't think so. I think she did the right thing.
I don't think, I don't think it's for us to judge whether she did the right thing or not. She wasn't comfortable coming forward at the time. She was frightened and she was scared. So it's really not for us to judge her.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.